Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For this video, I am going over my GOAT, my most favorite leader of all time, Blue Yellow Ace from ST13. Man, this leader is always so fun to use. I am going to dread the day that he gets rotated out because he is a block 2 leader. But this leader, every time I use him, man, I always think of different ways I could build his deck. And honestly, like, his leader ability and the stuff he can pull off, like becoming a 7k leader a lot of the time, is so fun, man. Anytime I bring this leader to like tournaments, a lot of people are like, who is that? Like, can I read that? Because they've never seen this leader before. But man, this guy is the GOAT in my opinion. He's so fun to use. Basically Dawn times 2. You can look at the top 5 and put any one, you can put one 5 cost character at the top of your life face up, and then the rest at the bottom. And then at the end of your turn, you have to send all face up life cards to your trash. So it's a very interesting leader for sure. There's a lot of different stuff you can pull off, playing characters off of your life, and it is all sorts of fun, man. So this build is super like awesome. It's like super diverse with what it can do. There's just so many things you can do with this leader, but this is how I built him for the OP17 meta. I really only have one OP17 card in here, but she definitely comes in handy. First up, Leo is here for protection. Basically, if I ever need to play him out, can protect pretty much 90% of my bodies that are on the board, because a lot of them are 7,000 power or less. So this card is definitely a must-have. The new OP17 Stussy that can freeze a 6 or less, and then for 3 Dawn you can freeze any character. This card can definitely come in handy whenever I need to stall a turn to try and go for game maybe the next turn. So yeah, this card is definitely really good. I might up it up to 3, but we will see. Okay, so first up, first 5 cost is going to be Portgas the Ace. You can draw 2 cards and then put 2 cards either at the top or the bottom, which can help get you a blocker on the field and also set up for your next play, basically. So pretty decent card. We got the big boy Edward Newgate. We all know blocker beard from OP13. Monkey D. Garplix is the top 5 for a Luffy, Sabo, or Ace. Hiyori, basically take the top or bottom of your life and then put 1 card from your hand at the top of your life. This helps out with if I miss on leader ability and I can't play the character off my top life that's face up, I can just use Hiyori to take that life off, put anything on top, and then basically heal a life for 2 to 4 Dawn. So not too bad. Zeus is another way to take that top life, and KO in a 5 or less is pretty strong. These little guys, so Ace and Luffy, these little guys are really important for the deck. Now, for 2, you can play them out, activate main, you trash it, and then if there's a 5 cost Ace on top, you can play that Ace out, giving Ace, our leader, plus 2k until the end of our opponent's next turn. So basically, this leader, this combo here kind of makes Ace like a watered down version of Nami pretty much. So about 70-80% of the time, Ace is going to be a 7k leader most of the game, and since he has 2 Dawn on him, he's just going to be swinging 9k, 9k, 9k every single turn. So it is pretty strong on offense and defense. So these 2 little guys are very important for the deck. Another 5 cost is Luffy. So he has a trigger that KOs a 4 or less, and also he can be placed in the trash. And then if you have 2 or less life, draw a card and you can KO 4 or less. So not a bad card. This Luffy is the MVP. This is like the boss monster of this deck. So the Luffy, you all know, has rush if he has 6 or more Dawn. And then if your opponent activates an event or blocker, it gets plus 1k for every amount of cost that your top life is. So this card can get very high in power. It's definitely a must-have for the deck because it works so well with this Luffy and our leader. So yeah, this card, I always feel like it was meant for Ace, you know what I mean? Because of the way it's like a 5/7 and everything, it works perfectly. So this card is very, very important. Ace came out in PRBO2. Basically, if you have a face-up life card, you can play one of these little brothers from trash, and then at that point, you can use these little brothers to play off whatever card you have on top. So, that is that Ace. This Ace is basically a rush character if you have 2 or less lives, so not bad having more rush in the deck. This card is a very good searcher for the deck because not only does it search Whitebeard Pirates, which is a lot of the cards in the deck already, it also searches Monkey D. Luffy specifically, so you can search up either the little Luffy or these Luffys, and then the important part of this is that you can place the rest either on the top or bottom, which can help set up your next play, and you'll know what you're searching with off of Ace's ability. So this searcher is definitely very good. You might see it come up in the gameplay to where it sets up very good plays. So yeah, definitely important. Grav Blade, if I ever need to control the game and get rid of 2 mid-range bodies. And then we have, of course, the I Am Whitebeard event to cheat out a Edward Newgate. There are like some crazy combos you can do with this event. Playing the Newgate, giving 2 Rested Dawn to your leader, and then using leader ability basically to cheat out a body, making your leader potentially 7, or if you want to use this, a 9k leader. So there are some crazy combos you can pull off with this deck, and I am just excited to show you guys what Ace can do. All right, let's hop into some games. All right, first match, we are going against Sabo. He chose first, interestingly, so I will choose second all day, every day. We do have 1 little brother and a Zeus and then 2 aces, Stussy. I guess I'll keep, since we do have 1 little brother at least in hand. You always want at least 1 or 2 little brothers in your starting hand. If you don't have one, it's going to be a little rough, not going to lie. So we have a Luffy off top draw. So what we can do is, I don't know if he's going to KO the ace or not, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to pass and leave it for next turn to just use the ace to play out. The bad thing is, like, there's so many cards in the game that KO small bodies, so you more than likely don't want to play out a little brother prior to your next turn because it might get KO'd. So all right, we get a Zeus out alive, we get a Garp. Let's go ahead and use Ace's ability. We do have an ace, so we'll put that on top. We'll play out ace, trash the ace out there, and we're swinging 9 at his face. All right, so now we are a 7k leader. He has no way of pretty much getting past this unless he swings with his leader, obviously. But right now he's just playing out small bodies to try and let's see what he does. He swings 7. We're just gonna counter that since we have the power to do that. We do not have any little brothers in hand, so we're gonna search top 5. We find a Luffy. We're gonna pick up the Luffy. We're gonna use Ace's ability. Oh, there we go. We got a Luffy. Do the combo. There we go. All right, now we are up to 7k as a leader, and now we can go ahead and swing 7 or 8 and then swing 9. I mean, this is like off to a crazy start because this guy's already down to 2 life. We have 2 bodies on board. It's gonna be a lot for this guy to handle for sure. So he's just gonna KO the Garp, which is fine. And now he's got 1 swing because these guys are only 6k. So we're going to counter out of that swing, and he's gonna have to pass. All right, so what we could do is stun the Loki with Stussy, use a little brother since we don't have an ace or a little brother to use. So what we can do is just top life, take it, Zeus, and KO one of these. But he does have that Zoro on the field, so that kind of sucks. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to attack 7. We're going to go ahead and try and KO that. Take top life. KO the Zoro. He's going to use Zoro's ability, but now we can use Luffy's ability to KO it, which is good. Yep. So now we go with Luffy. KO him to draw a card, KO the Zoro. We're looking good. Oh, now we drew a Luffy off top life, so that is awesome to see there. And we have a, oh my god, the Wombo combo is hitting right now, bro. All right, let's go ahead and play out the Luffy. Go here, boom. Oh oh my god, do you guys see how aggressive this deck is and how it frustrates people, man? I didn't even get to turn like 5 before this guy crashed out. He already knew things were looking really rough, because what I was gonna do is just swing 8, 9 and then see if he uses an event or whatever, but if not, I could just swing the Luffy. And yeah, he was in a very bad spot, and this deck was just too much for him. So as you guys can see, this deck is definitely very, very crazy, wacky, but the combos you can pull off, man, are super awesome. All right, we have a match against Rocks. We're definitely going to take second away from him. We have a Luffy in hand, so we're going to keep that for now and see if we can pull off some crazy combos this game. We draw Zeus. We don't really have much to play. He can't really bottom deck the Luffy because he doesn't go to the Gloriosa turn or whatever, so, but we're just going to pass. Since we don't have any searchers yet, we will just wait till next turn to get our combo rolling. Hopefully we can just play out an SEC Luffy or whatever it is. Take that up there. Speak of the devil. There he is. Right, he plays a Strucin to draw a card. And he plays a Das Bones. What are we doing? What are we cooking up here, buddy? All right, there is a Luffy. We'll go with that Luffy. There we go. Good old combo. Swing 9 at his face. Pass. One thing that sucks is that if he plays Gloriosa, our Luffy's just gone. Which he very well could do. Oh, no, he plays Barbell. Interesting. I haven't seen many people play that card in the deck. Oh, yeah, he couldn't even swing because that was a 7K leader. All right, having a Leo here would make me feel a lot more comfortable with having Luffy out there. We whiff the top 5. That does happen sometimes, unfortunately. Since we don't have a 5 cost in the top 5, we can't do anything about that. So, unfortunately, we miss leader there. Let's see. On KO, if your opponent plays 2 cards at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so what we can do is we can Zeus, KO the Barbell, and just get rid of 2 cards out of our hands if we want. Which might be the move. So we'll swing 7 and then 9 and then play the Zeus. And then bottom deck, probably just one of the Luffys and maybe one of the aces. It really sucks when you miss the top 5 sometimes, but it happens sometimes. You could always add in more 5 costs to make sure you don't whiff as much, but it is what it is. I was also thinking about putting that new blue 5 cost Linlin in the deck to see if that would work or not. But we're gonna Zeus, take that, KO that. We'll place that and that at the bottom and pass. All right, so now we are a 5K leader, unfortunately, but we did take away a little bit of his momentum by getting rid of that Barbell. So hopefully next turn we can get something rolling with the little brother ace here, or if we even have a 5-drop ace to play off the Luffy and trash. He plays another Barbell. All right, we got to counter at least one of these swings he sends at us. He's attacking the Luffy. Interesting. We're gonna counter that, obviously. He doesn't swing with leader. I don't know if this guy knows what he's doing or not, because why would you not swing with rocks to at least use his ability? All right, we have an ace. Because we only have a ace little brother, so we would have to go with this ace here. Put this at top. Reordering the top 5 going at the bottom is very important because you go throughout your deck like a lot in this deck for sure. We'll go with ace, bring out ace, go here. 4 Dawn to play with. I think we just swing 4 at Das Bones. Probably lets it go. If he doesn't, that'd be interesting. And then swing 9-9, and I think that'll be good. Or do we be aggressive and go 7-9 and Zeus the Barbell? Is that too aggressive? But that would take away a lot of his momentum for sure. So we'll see if that's the move or not. He's down to 1 life. Getting rid of the barbell would be big. I think we just do that and get rid of the Newgate and Ace. Take the life. KO that. We'll get rid of the... we want some counters, so we'll get rid of... Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Buddy was probably so, like, mad that I KO'd 2 barbells from the Zeus play. But, yeah. As you can see, this deck is not very fun to play against. It can do a lot of different things. All right, we have a game against Red Ace, the new hot leader in OP17 with all the new Whitebeard stuff. I'll keep this hand since we have a Searcher and a Little Brother in hand. Ace is gonna be running wild in OP17, so this is definitely a good test to see how well the old Ace does against the new Ace. All right, we have 2 Little Brothers. That is good to see for sure. Top 3, we whiff, unfortunately. We'll place these on bottom or place on top so that we can draw into one of these. Let's place on top, and I think would be Grab Blade be good here? I think Grab Blade would be good here, honestly. Or just have a Garp search just in case. Yeah, we'll do Garp. So that way we can draw into Garp and just have a Searcher in case we need it. It's going to swing a big old 7. I'll take. We get a Newgate. Alright, he's got 1 down up. Top 5. We find a Luffy. We'll play the Luffy out. Make us a 7k leader. Swing a big old 9. And for next turn, we have a Little Brother Ace. We also have this Ace just in case we want to play the Little Brothers out of trash, so that is good. So we have a pretty good looking hand right now. We are a 7k leader. He's not even going to be able to swing at us this turn. This 7k leader thing can honestly stall you so many turns. It's awesome. All right, we have to go with the Ace here because that is the Little Brother that we have right now. Go here. We can set up our next turn. So what we can do is place on top and then place Luffy and this event on top. And then I think what we can do is probably swing 7, 9, and use Zeus to KO that Luffy. Look how many combos we can pull off, guys. This is awesome. I guess we should have KO'd the Luffy first, so that way he couldn't, you know, use that ability, but it's fine. We'll go Zeus, take it, KO that, pass. All right, we are looking good. Going to 8 Dawn next turn. This game, we might be able to play out Newgate. Newgate is a rare, like, card we play out, but when we do play it out, it's a very strong play because he's just such a big blocker. All right, we do have I Am Whitebeard, so we could play, if we find a Little Brother here, we could play that out. Or we could play this out next turn and then play a Little Brother out as well. So what we can do is top 5. Play out the Ace here. He gets rushed, so that's good. All right, we are going to go this Ace, play out Ace over Garp, play out this Ace. Look how many combos we're pulling off, guys. This is insane. He's got another Luffy out on board, which sucks, but it is okay. He takes the life. Let's swing 7 and then 9 and then pass. And I think we can safely block next turn since we'll play out a lot of characters, so we can go 9. And he's down to 1 life, so we will pass. 7k leader. We have a blocker. I think we're gonna be fine. All right, he gives Probably what? Luffy -6. Yeah, makes sense. We're probably just gonna have to let it go, but that is fine with me. I'd like to try and defend this ace though, if we can. So we'll let the Luffy go, it's fine. He goes at the ace. I think we could block here. I think we could block because he can't really go after it that. Yeah, we'll block. Or technically he could go all 7s. Yeah, he's going all 7s. So I'm going to 1k out of that. And I think we just counter these next 2 swings if he swings here. Or he's going after leader. I think we could just take this. Or do we counter these swings? Draw a card. I'll take that. We get Graph Blade. We'll 2k out of that swing. All right. Let's go ahead and top 5. Go Luffy. What we can do is stun one of these, stun the new gate, and hopefully that's enough. Or honestly, he might not even have enough cards to survive here. So do we just go for it, honestly? Because we can go here, Luffy, make us a 9k. Let's swing 9s, see what happens. I'm going for it. I don't care. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, GG's, man. We're swinging big numbers at you. I don't think he's going to have it, honestly. 6 cards in hand. We're going to be swinging 9. We're going to be swinging all 9s. And if he uses an event, whatever this... Ooh, that's not looking good for you, pal. Not looking good. Swing this 9. And then see if he can buff the Luffy if he has to use an event. Because if he has to use an event, he's screwed. Yep, GG's, friend. Okay, so as you guys can see, this leader, I'm not delusional, guys. This leader is legit, like, competitive. It can be if you know how to use it. So I told you guys, I am not crazy. This leader can compete if you know how to use the leader and know how to pull off all these combos. This leader can definitely do some damage into a lot of different leaders, because one thing is, they're not going to expect you whenever you pull out blue yellow ace across from them, okay? So they're going to be like, what the hell's going on? You're playing out this body for Tudon, you're playing this, that. They're not going to expect it. There's a lot of fun things you can do with the deck. I mean, experiment with whatever you want, but this is the deck that's brought me so much success so far. And honestly, I would really recommend you guys to try it out. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and sub to see more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.